Hello and welcome. Today I am going to be updating you guys on my Dexcom sensor and just talking a little bit about my own diabetes and some things like that. So let's get started. So this is my 4th month. I think this will end my 4th month, 3rd month. Wait a minute, I'm confused. No, so all right, so I got it in mid-February, mid-March, so it's like 2 months. I'm going on like three months. So this one ends today, and I've had a lot of good luck with it. Actually, the transmitter as well is going to need to be changed. The app kept telling me that it would be like 2 weeks, but since I put it on, I think it was January 20th, February 20th. I don't even remember now. But anyway, so because when it should run out, when I put the next, it'll be in the middle of the next sensor. So I'm going to just change it today. So I'm changing everything today. But I wanted to let you guys know, it seems to be working beautifully. I love that I don't have to scan. I love that I don't ever have to prick my fingers. I don't even double check it that way. My glucose monitor actually died, and it was an older one. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go spend like, $20 or $30 on a new battery for it. That's just too expensive. So, if my doctor wants to give me a prescription for a new one, I'll certainly take it. But honestly, I don't see the need to use it, because even though there can be variations in your actual blood glucose level and what the sensors say, I think this is better than the Libre. I think that it's more on target. I don't notice, for me, I don't notice a lot of changes when my sugar gets high. Now, if it's high and it stays high, I do get sluggish and tired, but that's not always consistent. But when I go low, that's the issue. That's when I start to shake and sometimes get a little woozy and stuff like that. And so when it tells me that I'm going low, not at first, but once it gets down into that 50 range, that's when I start to shake and stuff like that. And I do have it set to tell me at 65 or maybe 70. I forget where I set it exactly. I think it might start beeping at me once it goes under 70. And it usually tells me, hey, within 20 minutes, you're usually around 65. It says in 20 minutes, you're going to be critically low. So I know that I have to go eat something. And typically that happens because I've taken my medicine and then not eaten enough. Or sometimes I've taken it and I haven't eaten yet. And maybe my sugar was, 120. So it's dropping because I didn't put anything in my body. So, yeah, but I think it's going to be good. Now, I was not able to, at first, I was not able to get the Dexcom on my phone. There's an app that you can use. So I do have my receiver. Let me grab that real quick. Oh, yes, so I still have the receiver. And right now, this is also telling me my transmitter, and it's also telling my sensor. Oh, because I didn't acknowledge all of that before, it's not picking me up right now, but it will in a moment. So right now it's saying signal loss. Okay, but that'll pick me up in a moment. So I am still keeping this handy, but I'm mostly using the phone, which I love. Because the phone is with me and closer to me more often than the receiver is. In fact, the receiver just picked me up, and I'm at 138. So that's not terrible. So another change that I have made is I've started putting in my phone, in the calendar in my phone, I started putting the times that I'm taking my medications and what I'm eating. So, because there were a lot of times where I wasn't sure if I took one of my pills. So I was like, I don't want to take it if I already took it. And sometimes I remember taking it, but then maybe I really didn't. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start putting this in my calendar, in my phone at the times that I did it so that I know for myself what I did. Yes, I know I should probably just get a pill box, but that won't necessarily help me because I'll probably, be switching pills all over the place. And, like I'll take pills that I have here at home upstairs next to my bed instead of the ones in the pill box, and then I'll just be like, well, I don't know what I did. So it's better for me to put it in the phone. So I hope you guys can follow that a little bit. It's better for me just to put it in my phone on my calendar and, and what I'm eating. So it gives me an idea of what I'm doing or not doing. It's been great. And it's been great. I started that in the beginning of March, and I think that's really been working out very well for me. What was the other thing? Before I go too far, I want to show you guys, I got these handy dandy covers, which are very awesome. So you just peel off the backing, put it over, and it goes right over all of that. So, and there were times, like right now, I'm not feeling it. I felt it a little loose the other day, but maybe it adhered back. But yeah, the past couple of sensors they did get pretty loose, but it was on like day 8 of the sensor. So I didn't bother. But there have been a couple of times where I did use these, and it was awesome because they lifted like at day 5 or something. They were starting to lift. And so when it gets hotter and when it gets humid and if I sweat, this will come loose. But these are fantastic. This is like a package of 50. I think I got them off of Amazon. And I just looked up Dexcom G6 covers, and they have all kinds. They have all different colors. There's companies that even do cute little designs and stuff. So anyway, wanted to tell you these are awesome. I have not used Skin Tech yet, but as it gets hot and humid in the summer, I may need to. So if I use that product, I will definitely let you guys know about that and update you on that. So this is something new for me, and I love it. Okay, so we'll put that over there. So something else that I wanted to actually, you know what? Let's get into the Dexcom, the Dexcom Clarity app. So there's a Clarity app. There's also a receiver app. The Clarity app, which you can also use on the desktop. It's very, very cool. So let me, I'm going to pause this, get it set up, get the camera turned around, and show you guys what all is included on the Clarity site, because it's very, very cool. Okay, so here we are on the site, and I also have this on my phone. So basically what this is telling you, that little chime that you heard, that was my my Dexcom app telling me that my sugar is 142, because when it goes above 140, I have it chime at me. So that's kind of cute. I love that. Okay. So sorry about that. All right. So in this case here, this is giving me 14 days, and it's telling me that now this is just a guesstimate that my next A1C, should I continue like this, we should be around a 6.5. That's just based on the information that Clarity has right now over the last 14 days. and this is my average glucose for that time. So let's see. Patterns. I don't think there are any patterns right now. Yeah, none found. Oh, but my best. Okay, so this is saying that my best glucose day was Tuesday, April the 7th. And I think this one is just going from the past 14 days. Let me see. Here we go. Because on the phone, I have it set for 30 days. So let me set it for 30 days. I didn't realize that it was only set for 14. So, okay, let's go back to the overview real quick. Okay, so see, it's saying 6.6, 138 is the average. So let me go back to the pattern so that we can see my best glucose day was April the 7th. And this is the, see how it will tell you where you were? You see those numbers changing? I don't remember what happened here. I think that might have been a night that for whatever reason, sometimes when I'm sleeping on the side that my sensor is on, it loses signal. So that's what was going on there. So I like this, that you can do this and see exactly where everything was. So now this top line here, it might not let me. Okay. You see the top line here, this orangey kind of line here? That's set at 140, and the red line is set at 70. So this was my best day. So even up here, I wasn't that high. So that's a good day. That's a really good day. Here's the statistics for the day. My average was 117. That's awesome. That is really awesome. This is actually the first time I looked at this. Well, trends we didn't have, I don't think there were, and I think that's why. Oh, wait, here we go. Now, I've never actually read this before. So I'm not going to get too into this because I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking at. But it says the 70 time from 3:45 a.m. to 4 o'clock a.m. The 75th percentile of glucose values for this date range was 155. The average glucose value for this date range was 127. The 15th percentile of glucose values for this date range was 83. So, and I'm not going to lie, I don't fully understand all of that. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not sure what the overlay is because I haven't looked at that. Oh, okay. So the overlay, I have looked at this one time. So this is week 5 since I've gotten the Clarity app. Let's see. Does this move down here? Yes, it does. Okay. So there we go. So you've got up here, you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And these are the different colors and types of lines. So then you find that. And so down here, you'll see, you know, which line, like I might say, hey, look, this looks really high. What day was that? And it was Friday the 17th. And admittedly, yesterday, yeah, I was a little out of control. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened there. Oh, I know what it was. I had eaten, actually 2 bowls of cereal, and there goes my thing again, but whatever. So that is why I did take my medication, but I didn't take it quite in time. So that is why that happened. So you can see all these overlapping deals there. That's for this past week. And then this is from last week. I don't even want to know what that one was all about. What day was that? It was Thursday the 9th. I might have had some stress going on that day, but I don't remember, honestly. I would have to look in my calendar to find out. Oh, that week I was all over the place. Look at that. That's terrible. That's ridiculous. So, And it's good to see this because it really gives you a visual of like, okay, look, I was really out of control that week. Daily. Oh, okay. So then this is day by day where you were at. So this shaded in area here means that I was over 140. That's pretty cool. I could see that being helpful. Compare. I'm not sure what a lot of this is, guys, like I said, because I don't really go on this a lot. I'm usually honestly too busy. Oh, okay. So it's 30 days from February 19th to March 19th, and then from March 20th to April 18th. That's pretty cool. A little side by side going on there. All right. All right, cool deal. All right. Statistics. Okay, this could... Oh, look at this. Number of readings. That's interesting. So, and like I said, a lot of this I do not fully understand. Now, this I do know. So, these little marks down here, they're very hard to see, but that's when I would have been low and urgent low. This right here in the middle is in range, and then that is high. So, what is this? I'm like clicking on stuff and I don't even know what it is. Okay, so right now it's saying average glucose on the last 30 days is 138. And then here's my percentages high, my percentages in range. Very high, my percentage is not bad, but I would like to see that at 0, which most diabetics would like to see that at 0. And very high, they're considering over 250. And I'm usually really good about staying under 250. I like to stay under 2, but that's not always possible. So, okay, so that is the app. I hope that didn't bore you too much, but there's a lot of really good info in there. And also my doctor actually has, because you can share this with people and you can share it with your doctor. They have a code that you put in and they can just pull it up and they can go right in here and check it out and print everything out. So it's very, very cool. I love this tool. Very good. Okay, so I hope that that you guys enjoyed that, and maybe you have the Dexcom and you already use the Clarity website and app. That's great. I mean, I'd also like to hear, what your thoughts are on it. Did you find it helpful? I find it helpful for the most part, but I don't spend a lot of time looking at it either. So, and I'm hoping that it will be more helpful to my doctor. So now I have not had, I don't even know if I talked to you guys about my last A1C. So, okay, 2 A1Cs ago, I was 8.8. I got that down to an 8.6. I was very disappointed with that. My doctor was very happy with it. But I was really disappointed because I thought I'd be at least a 7.8 or a 7.5. I was really thinking that that's where I was going to be. That's when I was still using the Libre. So my first A1C with the Dexcom, I believe my next appointment is in the beginning of June. So when I get that, I'm expecting to see something closer to a 6. Even if it's a 7, I'd be happy with that. I would like to say I would like to see a 6.5 is what I'd really like to see. So, we'll see what happens with that. I hope so. And then I'll sing Dexcom's praises even more so. But something I would like to bring up, let me get my coffee. But something I would like to bring up is, because I was so disappointed with that A1C and my doctor was like, it's fine. And I don't think I spoke about this in any of my other diabetic videos, but I found out what was going on with my shoulder/arm. I was in pain all of December, most of January. I went to the doctor finally. We got an x-ray and I had bursitis in my shoulder. So, okay, fine. So then I had to go to the orthopedist. And so I went there in February, found out that not only was it bursitis and causing pain just to go all the way down the arm, everything was swollen. But there is a calcium deposit on my rotator cuff, causing the aggravation to inflame that shoulder and that bursa. So we're pretty sure that it was overused, that there were some things going on a couple of years ago that I probably maybe had a small injury that just, it may have either not healed or healed but then got aggravated again. So because my orthopedist suspected a very small tear, something that wouldn't have been seen on the x-ray, which I think they have to do an MRI for anyway, but we're not doing any of that. She suspected there could be a small tear because I had so much weakness. And I didn't realize how weak I was until they started, doing some tests and things like that. And I knew I would have to go to physical therapy. So I've been in physical therapy since, well, first, I was taking prednisone, which does make your sugar go up terribly. Now my doctor said that at the time that I was taking the prednisone, because it was so close to the blood test, it would not have affected my A1C. But they did tell me, I'll get back to the shoulder in a minute. They did tell me when I told them that I was really disappointed, I expected it to be lower. And they said, yeah, but you were in pain. And so it's okay. And I'm like, so for, a month and a half to 2 months of that testing period, I was in pain. And I looked at them, I'm like, I never even thought about that because I know that stress will affect your sugar and things like that. So, it's just not good for a diabetic to be very upset all the time and that kind of stuff. And with all of my anxiety, I have to really control myself. So, which I'm pretty good at now. But so they said, but you were in pain, and that's what, that's going to affect your sugar as well, just being in pain. And I'm like, I never thought of that. I just never thought of that. So this is what I want to say. And I'll admit, I didn't really ignore the pain because it was very, very painful. But, sorry about that. But, I kept putting it off because I knew that, it wasn't going to be good. And I thought, that it's possible that this thing will, feel better on its own with me doing icing and putting Aspercreme on it and Icy Hot on it and all this stuff and taking Motrin. I thought, well, it'll heal. And well, I was wrong. And I knew I was wrong, but I kept doing it. So this is what I'm going to say about that. If you're a diabetic, even if you're pre-diabetic, don't ignore what your body's telling you. Just go take care of it. Now, I'm not saying, if you pull a muscle because of a sneeze, run to the doctor. I'm not saying that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the run to the doctor for every little thing person. But there are times where you need to, and you need to know to do that, So, because had I done it, I probably would not still be in physical therapy. I'm recording this April 18th. So, and I've been in physical therapy since February 20 something, late February. So yeah, take care of yourself because your sugar will be affected by things that are bothering us. And it was something that I knew, but I wasn't thinking about the pain and how that was affecting the sugar. It never crossed my mind, honestly. Like, it's really weird. So take care of yourselves, like if there's something going on, go take care of it. So as soon as I became in constant pain, I should have gone, but I didn't. That is the moral there. So anyway, real quick with the shoulder, I, started physical therapy. things were getting a little better. I was getting some strength back and stuff. And then I was getting in, now after the prednisone wore off, I was a little sore, whatever. I could still feel some pain, but it wasn't bad. And then, you know, I just had like this crazy setback where I just became in pain all the time again. And I'm like, this is crazy. Well, I had my follow-up with the orthopedist, and we had already discussed possibly taking the shot, the cortisone shot, and I'm terrified of needles. But, you know, they explained it to me and everything. And because I had been in so much pain, even the night before I got the shot, I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. I don't care. So I let them do it. It was not bad. It was not bad at all. And it took about, I mean, I would say from the major part of the pain, within 24 hours, I was relieved of it for the most part. It took a couple more days for it to really feel like it wasn't so stiff. And then I would say a week later, it's hardly there. Now, I do wake up a little stiff and sore in the morning, and I just have to do my stretches. I have to do the stretches. I have to do as much as of the physical therapy that I can do at home while still going to physical therapy. So now we're working on some other stuff because we found some areas we weren't able to work on before that we really need to get strengthened. So we're going to be working on that. And I'm very, very pleased with the progress. I kind of wish I had gotten the shot a lot sooner because physical therapy would have probably been over by now. But that's okay because I would rather have that motivation by going there and, you know, doing the things that I need to do to get stronger and to get this arm better. So yeah, but it's doing a lot better. And I'm thrilled with that. My sugar seems to be doing very well. You know, keeping track of when I've taken my medicine, what I've eaten. You know, all I do is I just put a note on my calendar in my phone. And, you know, my phone is pretty much always with me, so I can just do that. Yeah, so I will definitely have another update for you guys after I have I may have an update prior to my next doctor's appointment, but I can't guarantee that. So I think my next one is sometime in the beginning of June. I don't remember exactly, and I forgot to look. So because I definitely want to keep you guys updated on my A1C and let you know about this horrible, wonderful diabetic journey. So, and it's not that horrible. You know, to some people it devastates them. For me, I kind of always knew I would get it because it runs in my family. So it's not super devastating. I've been around it all of my life, so I've understood it, not to the level that I do now. But I've understood it, that it's not a debilitating thing. For some people it can be, and at times it is. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this update. And join me for my next diabetic adventure. If you are new to my channel, please, or to our channel, actually, please check out some of our other content. I do have, I think, 2 other Dexcom / diabetic adventure videos. So you could check those out. Check out some of the other content. You might find something you want to watch and enjoy. And that is going to do it for this episode of my adventure in diabetes. We're Spencer's Ventures. We'll see you in the next one, and we're out of here. Bye.